House Party 3. Holla at a pimp. Play that motherfucker one more again if you would. Let's get the spirit, church. I don't care what you say, this song is gonna make you happy. This is the kind of song when you walk into the Slauson swap meet with $400, and you know not only can you buy anything you want, bitch, you can buy a booth if you want to. Just go and play it. This is a song that plays in your head when you go to Ralph's. And the register comes up at $146, and you know you ain't got but $140, and then you pull out your Ralph card and watch the shit just come tumbling down. Y'all don't feel me. What I'm saying is a song like this could change your life if you would just allow it. It's time to do some new shit. You need a theme song in your life. I don't give a fuck what you say. You can't fight to that song. You can pull out your gun, but you can't shoot. You just... is that if you... I know some of y'all hate your job. You wake up happy and mad at the same time. You just, good morning, shit. You need a song like this on your alarm clock, but you can wake up to some pimp shit in the morning. You just fuck to go. You don't feel what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that even if you recycle cans for a living, if you could just put that song in your shopping cart, you'd be all right. You just gone down Sunset. Y'all don't feel what the fuck I'm saying. I'm saying even if you had the shopping cart with the fucked up wheel, you still just... I don't think you feel me. I think, what I'm saying is even if you worked at McDonald's and somebody came through the drive-thru and ordered a number 7, and you looked around and nobody was working but you. If you could just get that song on the PA system, you'd be all right. You just fucked it. From LA, y'all need to decide what you are going to do about the weather. The last 3 days in this motherfucker, it's been hot, sunny, mild, breezy, cold, rainy, sleety. A pimp don't know what to wear in this raggedy motherfucker. It's bullshit. I'm in the hotel lobby with a fur coat on, some swim trunks, and some Timberlands, because I don't know what may happen in this raggedy bitch this evening. Y'all got to change this shit. This is bullshit. Now, it is 2004. I do not have a lot of time. Oh my God. I love you so much. I just want a girlfriend just like you. Would y'all please make a round of applause for Layla Lee, please, God? You are the dream woman. All we want is a fine-ass woman that can knock a nigga out. That's all we really want. So that I don't have to fight sometime. I just be in the mall just, no, baby, you got this one, you got this one. Some beautiful shit. Now, I need to talk to my people, now that does not necessarily mean black people. I've had as many problems with niggas as I have had with white people. So I'm only talking to my people, the SPS type of people, secret pimp society. If you don't know, don't ask, bitch, you ain't invited. Now, this is a new year, you got to do new shit. First of all, stop letting motherfuckers think you're stupid. We're not stupid. The world is crazy, it ain't us. These motherfuckers got to stop on TV. They got the nerve to lie and tell the truth to us at the same time. This got to be the last year we tolerate that shit. How you gonna lie and tell the truth? You wouldn't tolerate that at the club. If you was with a girl and you was dancing, you was like, so, how many kids you got? She was like, 6. I mean, 1. Bitch, that ain't funny. How many you got? That's what they do. They lie and tell the truth at the same time. You see the commercial. You can get a brand new 2004 Expedition, no credit, bad credit, bankrupt, divorce, parole violation, whatever your problem is, on approved credit. Did you just say no credit, bad credit, on approved credit? That's like you meet a woman at the club, she tell you, I'm gonna give you some pussy, never. Well, bitch, that ain't the same then. That's not the same. Then they got commercials for medication where the side effect is worse than the shit that they're curing. And I didn't think nobody was noticing but me. All I'm saying is I'm taking some shit for asthma, I don't need the side effect to be shortness of breath. That's what the fuck I came to you for. They got some shit. They got some shit called Xenical. Now, Xenical is a fat blocker. And if weight is heavy on your mind, you got to be excited about something called a fat blocker, because you don't necessarily want to stop eating. But you wouldn't mind something blocking the fat every now and again. They show you the commercial, they show you the woman, she's overweight, she's unhappy. 3 seconds later, she's in a bikini, running through flowers, and you think, I want to run through some flowers too. Because you envision a pill in your throat all day, just blocking fat, just... Then they say possible side effects are gas with an oily discharge, diarrhea, and the inability to stop it. What the fuck? Gas with an oily discharge. It's already embarrassing to fart in church as it is. Now you got to ruin your clothes? You just, nigga, that ain't never coming out. No, nigga, that's oil. That's oil. It's all bullshit, I'm telling you. Weed is still illegal. Why? Nobody knows. It couldn't possibly be because it's a drug. That don't even make sense. It's just a plant. It just grows like that. And if you should happen to set it on fire, there are some effects. But that's not the same as drugs. Drugs, you got to do things to it chemically. You got to add baking soda, water, stir it up. I don't know the recipe, I'm just saying it's some shit you got to do to it. Now, aspirin is perfectly legal. But if you take 13 of them motherfuckers, it'll be your last headache. As long as you have been living, you ain't never heard of a motherfucker overdose on marijuana. You might have thought that nigga was dead. He ain't dead. He gonna wake up in 30 minutes, hungry enough to eat up everything in your house. That's how it works. It's hungry, happy, sleepy. That's it. But this is bullshit. They think we stupid. They can do everything else, technology-wise. They can clone sheep. They can make a baby without the mama. We all remember the cell phone. You remember when that motherfucker first came out? That motherfucker was this goddamn big. Came in a suitcase with a shoulder strap. We all remember that. Now that motherfucker is so small that by next year it's just gonna be a chip on a nigga's tongue. You gonna be smoking a cigarette. Hello? No, nigga, I got you on the tongue phone. Hold on, I got another call. Hello? Now, what I'm saying is in 2004, you got to start making decisions that are best for you. Some of y'all just lie entirely too much. In 2004, stop lying to motherfuckers. Some of y'all got bill collectors keep calling all the time. That's because you keep giving them words that make them lie. Like, I'm not ready right yet. My shit ain't come in right now. Just tell them motherfuckers the truth. Don't be mean, don't be nasty, just tell them the truth. Just, hello? Yes, this is he. No, I know. Well, how much is it? Fuck. Okay, your name is Jerry, right? Jerry, are you by a computer where you can get this down? Okay, I am never, ever gonna fucking pay y'all. No, not payments, not installments, I'm not doing shit, Jerry. Don't threaten me, Jerry, I already got bad credit. Y'all should have turned that shit off last month. God bless you too, God bless you too. Start telling motherfuckers the truth. Now, some of y'all just need to go on and smoke weed because there's a chemical in weed that's called fuck it. And if you can just get that in your system, it can make your shit better. Some of y'all be crying about bills you can't pay. You just, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this light bill. They want the whole thing. They don't want a deposit or nothing. They want the whole, just hit the weed one time and see if it don't change your perception of what's going on in your life. Just, I don't know what I'm gonna do about these light bills. Fuck them goddamn ones. I got 12 candles. I've been waiting to burn them motherfuckers. Now see, because it's time to start having fun in your little ragged ass life. It really is. Black people, we don't even dance no more. We used to go to the club and really do our shit. Now we so busy worrying about who they with, what these niggas got on, who they with, why they looking. You need to party with some white people. White people don't give a fuck about nothing. They just come to party. They don't give a shit about the song, the club, the drinks, the beat, nothing. Them motherfuckers are just ready to party. The beat will be right there and they'll dance all around that motherfucker. Niggas being like, you can't dance like that to 50 niggas. Follow you some white people, make up your own shit. Cause we've been doing the bankhead bounce for 12 motherfucking years. It's bullshit now. You in the club, you doing your shit. You look over, this nigga doing the same shit. Now you gotta get special with yours. This nigga wanna throw his back out to show you. Go in the club and make up your own shit. Now you need to be very, very in your head for this. Because some of y'all don't know that haters running a gang. They're never solitary. So while you're doing your shit, it's gonna be haters on fuck them. Do your shit. Walk in the club and make up your own shit. If you can do it for 5 seconds, I promise it'll free your entire life. DJ, just play something. I don't give a fuck what it is. Just as soon as you walk in the club, something's gonna be playing. Just walk in. I need to tell you that you need to make sure that all the shit that means something to you means something to you. If you married, hold on to that motherfucker till it ain't no good. How many of y'all got kids? Make some noise if you got kids. That's the most powerful thing in the world. I say this at every show. If you got a crazy ass baby mama nigga, it's a nigga testifying in the back. If you got a crazy ass baby mama, just try and work with her ass if you can. I'm a single father. I done had niggas, he was 9 months old, he 8. I'm just here to tell you this ain't no motherfucking joke. This is a goddamn job. Every motherfucking day raising these little ragged ass motherfuckers. That's a goddamn job. This nigga, first of all, he wake up at 5:30 every motherfucking morning. He don't give a fuck about weekends, weekdays, what time daddy get home. At 5:30 he's up. Not only is he up before Jesus, he ain't got no job. He ain't got no bill, so not only is he up at an ungodly hour, he is happy than a motherfucker for no apparent reason. At 5:30 every morning, he just, good morning, daddy. Time for some cereal. I done put that nigga to bed at 5:15. At 5:30, he just, good morning, daddy. Time for some cereal. But that's my motherfucking nigga. I don't know about you, I'm a pimp. Right here. I ain't a pimp as far as putting hoes on the street. I'm a pimp right here. I think pimp, therefore I am. So that's how I deal with my son, see. See, the first rule of pimping is you can't lie. Some of y'all niggas think you're pimping because you got 2 girlfriends, but them bitches don't know each other. That's not pimping. I tell the truth. My son is 8. He ain't never believed in Santa Claus. I'm sorry. I cannot afford for him to walk around thinking it's a white man going through the ghetto giving niggas PlayStations. No, baby, no. Daddy bought that with his weed money, baby. Can you say sacrifice? Sacrifice, very good. Me and that nigga talk. He came to me 2 months ago, he said, Daddy, I want an Xbox. I said, well, sit right here, pimpin'. Let me holler at you. Now, the first thing you need to understand is the Xbox is $199.99. Now, Daddy can do this all day, every day, no problem. But I need you to understand it only come with 1 controller. That means Daddy can't play with you, your friends can't play with you, it's just you. That means I gotta buy another controller at $34.95. Now, Daddy can do this all day, every day, no problem. But I need you to understand it only come with 2 games. You gonna be through with them motherfuckers tonight. That means Daddy gotta buy 3-4 other games at $45 to $55 a piece. Now, Daddy can do this all day, every day, no problem. Or, I can look in the recycler under the classified section and I can get you what's known as a Nintendo 64. Now, it's not gonna be new. So it's gonna come with like 20 games that other kids have already opened and played with to make sure it's fun. Then me and you got like $200-300 left over. We can go all across the country, stop at ice cream trucks, buy 6 nuggets, don't eat 6, eat 3, throw the other 3 out the window because we don't give a fuck because we got money like that. And that nigga sit right there and make a pimp decision. He just... You say 20 games? Well, we just gonna get the Nintendo then, Daddy. That's my motherfucking nigga. Make a pimp decision then. When the new Jordans come out, I take that nigga to the Foot Locker with the rest of the children and let him try them on. Just go and try them on. No, they tight, they tight. Okay, I want you to do me a favor. Run down this hour real quick. I'm gonna time you. On your march, get set, go. 9 seconds, 9 seconds. That was fast. Okay, take them off, take them off. Come with Daddy to Payless. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Now put the Batmans on. Put the Batmans on. Make sure the Velcro is tight. Make sure the Velcro is tight. On your march, get set, go. 5 seconds. All I'm saying is you're faster in the Batmans. Now sit right here and let Daddy holler at you, pimpin'. Now, if you want the Jordans, Daddy can get the Jordans all day, every day, no problem. But for the same price as the Jordans, you can get the Batmans, the Rock, Pokemons, the Digimons. You can get these that don't have no name, but they light up every time you walk, just every step you take. And that nigga bling bling out the stove. He just... Y'all been all that. I've been Katt in the Hat. Thanks for the time.
Chimo mabaminda na usawidi gozo iye buya limbe kumba na usawidi gozo habawa yeah. Something is killing me slowly and I'm feeling so lonely, but this thing I must to talk all my people there for Bujo. And
here is an extended, ultra-deep, 45-minute commentary script. It's designed to feel like a long-form podcast or a deep-dive reaction stream, where the commentator really rambles, explores tangents, and gets philosophical. Video starts. The guy is settled in, maybe with a drink. Cozy lighting. He's ready to lock in for the long haul. Part 1, the pre-roll and the cultural weight of Katt. 000 to 7000. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I see the live count going up. I see the notifications popping. If you're new here, we react to real talk, we break down game, we chop it up about life, relationships, and the culture. Smash that like button if you're rocking with the vibe today. We're going for 10K likes on this one. Let's get it. So, I'm scrolling, and I see this title, Katt Williams on Ladies You Need to Hear This. Now, I had to stop. I had to put my drink down, because this ain't just some random YouTuber giving relationship advice. This is Katt Williams, and when Katt speaks, especially about women and relationships, it's an event. It's not a comedy set, it's a State of the Union address for the culture, delivered in a floor-length chinchilla. Think about Katt's legacy for a second. This is a man who has been through the ringer. He's been to the top, he's been to the bottom, he's been canceled, he's been resurrected. He's seen the inside of Hollywood, the streets, the courtrooms, and the studios. So when he talks about life, he's not theorizing, he's reporting from the front lines. And the specific targeting of this message, ladies, you need to hear this, it's intriguing. It's not Katt Williams roasts women, it's not a diss track. It's like a big brother pulling you aside at the family cookout. You might not want to hear it, your neck might get hot, but you know there's love behind it. That's what we're dealing with today. Tough love from a legend. I gotta get into the mind of Katt before we even press play. He operates on a different frequency. He's a street philosopher. He's a modern-day prophet wearing gaiters. So when he addresses the ladies, he's not talking to the Instagram model with the fake lashes and the messy bun don't care attitude. He's talking to the woman who's tired, the woman who's been through it, the woman who's wondering why she keeps running into the same wall. He's about to talk about accountability. And I don't know about you, but I feel like we live in an era where accountability is a dirty word. It's easier to blame the patriarchy, blame the system, blame the toxic men, blame the ex. And yeah, sometimes the ex was trash, sometimes the system is rigged. But Katt is gonna ask the question that nobody wants to answer. Yeah, but what about you? That's scary. Looking in the mirror is scary. Going to the gym to work on your spirit is harder than going to the gym to work on your glutes. One gets you a like on the gram, the other gets you peace in your soul. And Katt is about to explain the difference. I'm ready. Let's roll the first clip. Alright, pause it right there. Pause it. Look at the audience, look at the silence. That's not a comedy club. That's a lecture hall at the University of Katt. He's got him in the palm of his hand. He's laying the foundation. And he's starting with a concept that triggers people more than anything else. The table. What do you bring to the table? People hate this question. I've seen viral TikToks of women losing their minds over this question. I am the table, they say. And okay, I get it. I understand the sentiment. You're independent, you're a boss, you got your own money, your own car, your own apartment. You don't need a man. That's valid, that's powerful. But here's the thing Katt is tapping into. If you are the table, then what are you looking for? You're looking for somebody to sit at the table with you. And that means that person has to bring something to the table too. You can't have a table with just one chair and call it a dinner party. If you bring the house, maybe he brings the security. If you bring the career, maybe he brings the emotional intelligence. If you bring the structure, Maybe he brings the spontaneity and fun. It's an exchange. Katt isn't saying women ain't valuable. He's saying, stop treating relationships like a charity case where you're the beneficiary and he's the donor. For decades, the model was different. It was provider/homemaker. That was the trade. But society evolved. Women work, women lead, women own. That's incredible. But a lot of women evolve their circumstances without evolving their expectations. They want the independence of a 2024 CEO, but they want the treatment of a 1955 housewife who gets her hair done and waits by the window. You can't have it both ways. If you want a man to lead, you gotta be ready to follow. If you want a partnership, you gotta be a partner. If you want a king, you gotta be a queen. And a queen doesn't just sit there and point. A queen builds. A queen advises. A queen creates a home environment that makes the king want to come home and slay dragons. If you bring nothing but a bad attitude, a list of demands, and trauma from your last 3 situationships, what exactly are you putting on the table? Let's hear him break it down further. Plays another minute of the clip. Katt gets into the specifics of energy. Part 3, Energy, Vibes, and the Sanctuary. 15 minutes to 25 minutes. Hold on. Rewind that. Did y'all catch that? He just transitioned from the physical, the tangible, what do you bring, to the spiritual. He's talking about energy. He's talking about the vibe. And this is where 90% of people get lost, because we live in a material world. We focus on the physical. We focus on the resume. Does he have a job? Does she have a shape? Does he have a car? Does she have long hair? We treat relationships like a transaction at the DMV. Check the boxes, get the license. But Katt is reminding us that relationships are an energetic exchange. It's about how you feel when you're with somebody. Men, real men, high-value men, they are chasing peace. Let me say it again. They are chasing peace. Not excitement, not drama, not a roller coaster. Peace. Because the world is chaos. The world is noise. The world is a boss screaming at you, traffic trying to kill you, taxes taking your money, and social media telling you you're not enough. When a man walks through that door at the end of the day, he is looking for sanctuary. He's looking for the one place where he can take off the armor, where he can exhale, where he doesn't have to perform. Now, if he walks in, and you're standing there with your arms crossed, ready to unload about the argument you had with your coworker, or the fact that he didn't take the trash out, or some drama from a reality TV show, you just became the opposition. You just became another battlefield. He just left the wolves at work, and he walked right into the lion's den at home. A woman who understands this. A woman who has done the work on herself. She knows how to read the room. She knows when to give him space. She knows when to just hand him a plate of food and let him decompress for 20 minutes before she hits him with the logistics. That's a queen move. That's bringing peace to the table. Katt is trying to tell the ladies, your energy is your currency. If you're walking around angry, bitter, entitled, and loud, you are pushing away everything that's good. You are a repellent. You might look good, but you smell like trouble. And a man with good instincts, he's gonna smell that from a mile away and walk in the other direction. It ain't about being a doormat. It's about being an oasis. It's about being the person that somebody else wants to be around, not because you're hot, but because you're warm, because you feel like home. You can't fake that. You can't buy that at the mall. That comes from within. That comes from being happy with yourself first. Plays another section. Katt gets animated, making a point about standards. Part 4. Standards versus entitlement and the mirror. 25 minutes, 35 minutes. Ooh, he just went there. Listen to the audience. They clapped, but you could hear the hesitation because he hit a nerve. He's talking about standards, and he's making a crucial distinction that gets blurred all the time. He's distinguishing between high standards and entitlement. Having a standard is saying, I deserve to be treated with respect. That's a standard. Having a standard is saying, I need a partner who is ambitious and kind. Having a standard is saying, I will not accept infidelity or abuse. That's a standard. Entitlement is saying, I deserve a man who makes 6 figures, drives a foreign car, pays all my bills, and asks me what I bring to the table, and I say me, and he should be happy with that. Entitlement is wanting a finished product when you yourself are a fixer-upper. And this is the part that takes courage. This is the part where the mirror comes in, because Katt is basically asking the hardest question in the world. Why would a high-value person choose you? If you want a king, are you acting like a queen? If you want a provider, are you providing a home worth providing for? If you want a loyal man, are you a loyal woman? If you want a man who is financially stable, are you financially stable? If you want a man who is emotionally available, have you done the work to heal your own trauma so you don't punish him for what your ex did? We all have these expectations, but Katt is highlighting the hypocrisy of having a 50-point checklist for a partner while ignoring the 50 things we need to fix about ourselves. Let's be real, the dating market is brutal right now. It's a battlefield, and too many people are showing up to a gunfight with a butter knife, wondering why they keep getting shot. They're not prepared. They haven't done the work. They're carrying baggage from 2015, still mad at somebody who can't even remember their name. Katt is saying, drop the bags, heal the wounds, get your own house in order, because if you don't, you're just going to keep attracting the same person in a different body. It's a pattern, and the only common denominator in all your failed relationships is you. That's heavy, that's therapy level heavy, but it's the truth. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. If every relationship ends the same way, the problem isn't the 15 different men. Katt is bold enough to say that out loud. Plays more of the clip. Katt is wrapping up a major point about self-love. Part 5. Real self-love versus fake self-love. 35 minutes to 45 minutes. He's talking about self-love now. But listen closely. He's not talking about the commercialized Instagram version of self-love. He's not talking about bubble baths, face masks, and treat-yourself shopping sprees. He's talking about the real thing. The gritty, unglamorous, behind-the-scenes work of becoming a person you would actually want to be with. Real self-love is saying no to the situationship that you know is going to waste your time. Real self-love is going to therapy to deal with your daddy issues so you don't project them onto every man you meet. Real self-love is looking at your bank account and being responsible. Real self-love is looking at your health and taking care of your body. Real self-love is learning to be alone without being lonely, so you don't jump into the arms of the first person who pays you attention. That's hard. That's not a hashtag. That's not a cute post. That's blood, sweat, and tears. Katt is saying that if you truly love yourself, you won't accept less than you deserve. But you also won't demand more than you are. You'll know your worth, but you'll also know your work. The areas you're still growing in. And this is where I think the disconnect happens between men and women in these conversations. A man will often look at a woman and see potential. He sees what she could be if she just got out of her own way. But a woman often wants to be loved for who she is right now, flaws and all. Katt is trying to bridge that gap. He's saying grow, elevate, become. Because the person you are today might not be ready for the person you're praying for. If God sent you that perfect man tomorrow, would you be equipped to keep him? Or would your insecurities, your trust issues, your unhealed trauma sabotage it within 6 months? That's the question. Are you ready for the blessing? Because the blessing isn't just about receiving. It's about being able to hold on to it without breaking it. Plays the final moments of the clip. Katt delivers a powerful closing line. Part 6. Final thoughts in closing the book. 45 minutes to 52 minutes. End scene. And that's the word. Man, I gotta sit here for a second. That was heavy. That wasn't a comedy routine. That was a lecture. That was a warning. That was a guidebook. Katt Williams, love him or hate him, you cannot deny that he speaks to a truth that a lot of people are afraid to touch. He's not afraid to be the bad guy. He's not afraid to say the thing that's going to get him dragged on Twitter. Because he knows that 5 years from now, the people who are dragging him are going to be in therapy quoting him. Here is an extended, ultra-deep, 90-minute commentary script. This is designed to feel like a full-blown podcast episode, a live stream marathon, or a dissertation-level reaction. It includes multiple tangents, personal stories, cultural analysis, callbacks, and a deep philosophical breakdown of every possible angle. Part 1, the preamble, setting the stage for greatness. 00015, 0005, the introduction and the vibe check. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. For the new people stumbling across this in their recommended feed, my name is your name, and we do deep dives here. We don't just react, we reflect. We don't just watch, we analyze. So if you're here for a quick 10-second hot take, this ain't the video for you. We're about to go on a journey. Before we do anything, let's get the energy right. Smash that like button if you're rocking with the vision today. Comment down below where you're watching from. I see the live count ticking up. Atlanta in the building, Chicago in the building, London in the building, Toronto in the building, we global, we universal. Now, the video on deck today, the reason we're all here, the reason I cleared my schedule, The reason, I told my girl, baby, I need 3 hours, no interruptions, unless the house is on fire. This video, Katt Williams, on Ladies You Need to Hear This. I want to sit with that title for a moment, because titles matter. In the YouTube algorithm, titles are everything, but this ain't clickbait. This is a warning. This is a public service announcement wrapped in a title. Ladies, you need to hear this. It's not ladies, here's some gentle suggestions. It's not ladies, consider this alternative perspective. It's you need to hear this. It's urgent, it's imperative. It's like when your check engine light comes on. You don't have to fix it right now, but you need to know it's on, or you're going to be stranded on the side of the highway at 2 a.m. And who's delivering this urgent message? Katt Williams. Not your pastor, not your therapist, not your best friend who's going to co-sign your bad decisions. Katt Micah Williams. The GOAT, the legend, the enigma. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The cultural significance of Katt Williams. We have to contextualize who Katt Williams is before we even press play, because if you don't understand the messenger, you cannot fully receive the message. Katt Williams is not a comedian. I mean, he is a comedian, but that's just his vehicle. That's his delivery system. He's a philosopher. He's a historian. He's a street scholar. He's a conspiracy theorist with a 60% accuracy rate that scares the government. He's a man who has stared into the abyss, and the abyss blinked first. Think about his career arc. He came up in the early 2000s, the Pimp Chronicles era. That was Katt Light. That was Katt for the masses. That was him warming up. Even then you could see it. He wasn't just telling jokes about money and women. He was dissecting human nature. He was exposing hypocrisy. He was speaking truth to power in a sequin blazer. Then came the dark years, the legal troubles, the Hollywood blackballing, the public breakdowns. The industry counted him out. They said he was crazy. They said he was difficult. They said he was done. But here's what they didn't understand. Katt wasn't breaking down. He was breaking through. He was going through the fire to get to the other side. And when he emerged, when he did the Club Shay Shay interview, that wasn't a comeback. That was a reckoning. That was a man who had been collecting receipts for 20 years, and he finally decided to cash them in. So now when Katt speaks, he speaks with the authority of a survivor. He speaks with the weight of a man who has nothing left to prove and nothing left to lose. He's not looking for Hollywood's approval. He's not looking for a Netflix special. He's looking at the culture and saying, y'all are lost. Let me help you find your way. That's who we're dealing with today. A certified, bona fide, undeniable oracle. Now the title says ladies. And yes, this message is primarily directed at women, but let me tell you something. If you're a man watching this, and you think you can just coast and not take notes, you're wrong. Dead wrong, because Katt is about to describe the dynamics of relationships. He's about to explain what men want, what women do, and where the disconnect happens. If you're a man, you need to hear this so you can understand what you should be looking for, so you can understand what you have a right to demand, so you can understand when you're being played versus when you're being loved. And if you're a woman, you need to hear this because this is intel. This is the blueprint. This is the cheat code. Men don't usually tell you this stuff. We don't sit around and give out the manual. We keep the game close to the chest. But Katt is leaking the documents. He's WikiLeaks for the male psyche. So whether you're single, married, divorced, or it's complicated, this video has something for you. This is a masterclass in human interaction, and I'm going to break it down line by line, bar by bar, punchline by punchline. Let's roll the tape. Plays first 60 seconds of the video. Katt is warming up the crowd, setting the tone. Part 2. The opening gambits, decoding the preamble. 15 minutes. 15 minutes to 20 minutes, reading the room. All right, pause it right there. Pause it. Look at this man. Look at his posture. Look at his eyes. He's scanning the crowd. He's reading the room. This is something Katt does better than anybody alive. He doesn't just perform at an audience. He performs with an audience. He's feeling their energy, and he's adjusting his delivery in real time. You see how quiet they are? This isn't a rowdy comedy club where people are throwing back drinks and yelling out. This is a reverent silence. This is the silence of people who know they're about to receive knowledge. This is church silence. Mosque silence, temple silence. Katt is taking his time. He's not rushing. He's letting the anticipation build, because he knows that when you're about to drop heavy truth, you have to prepare the ground first. You have to till the soil before you plant the seed. And look at his fit. I gotta say something about the fit. The man is immaculate. He's dressed like a pimp from outer space. He's dressed like a time traveler who came back to 2024 to tell us we're doing it wrong. The jewelry, the fabric, the texture. It's a costume, but it's also a uniform. It's his armor. When Katt dresses up, he's telling you, this is a formal occasion. This is serious. Put your phones down and pay attention. 20 minutes to 25 minutes, the first mention of accountability. Now he's starting to speak. Listen to the first few sentences. He's not even into the main topic yet, and he's already dropping jewels. He's talking about the difference between being alone and being lonely. Did y'all catch that? It was subtle, but it was there. He said something about sitting in your own company. This is foundational. This is step one. Because you cannot be a good partner to somebody else if you cannot stand being alone with yourself. There are people in this chat right now, and I'm not judging, I've been there, who jump from relationship to relationship like it's hopscotch. Break up on Monday, new boo on Friday. And they wonder why they keep having the same problems. It's because you never stop to process. You never stop to grieve. You never stop to ask, what did I do wrong? What was my part in that failure? You can't outrun your problems by finding a new person. Your problems are like your shadow. They follow you everywhere. If you're insecure in one relationship, you'll be insecure in the next. If you're codependent in one relationship, you'll be codependent in the next. If you're toxic in one relationship, you'll be toxic in the next. The only variable that changes is the other person's name. The constant is you. So Katt is setting the table, pun intended, by establishing that self-work is the prerequisite for partnership. You have to be whole before you can merge with another whole. Two halves don't make a whole in relationships. That's a myth. Two halves make a mess. Two wholes make a union. Look at the crowd now. He said something and you see the women nodding. You see the men nodding. That's rare. That's really rare. Usually in these relationship discussions, the room divides. The women side with the women. It becomes a battle of the sexes. But Katt is speaking the language that transcends gender. He's speaking the language of logic. He's speaking the language of how things actually work, not how we wish they would work. And that's why both sides are nodding. Because deep down, we all know the truth. We all know when we're being ridiculous. We all know when we're making excuses. We all know when we're asking for something we don't deserve. The problem isn't that we don't know the truth. The problem is that we don't like the truth. We want the truth to be something else. We want the truth to be convenient. We want the truth to be easy. We want the truth to tell us that we're perfect and everybody else is the problem. Katt is here to tell you that you're not perfect, and that's okay. None of us are. But we have to own it. We have to acknowledge it. We have to work on it. Let's let him cook some more. Plays another few minutes of the video. Katt is building momentum, getting into the meat of the topic. Part 3, the table metaphor, dissected and exploded. 30 minutes, 35 minutes. All right, here it is. Here's the moment the internet loses its collective mind. He asked it, what do you bring to the table? Boom, there it is. The 3 questions that can start a war. I want to address this from every possible angle, because this question has been so misunderstood, so misrepresented, so weaponized that it's lost its original meaning. First, let's talk about why women hate this question. And I understand it. I really do. For generations, women were told that what they brought to the table was their beauty, their youth, their fertility, and their domestic labor. That was it. That was the deal. You bring the kids and the cooking, I bring the money and the muscle. It left women financially dependent, socially constrained, and personally unfulfilled. So when the feminist movement happened, and women gained independence, the reaction against that old model was necessary and justified. But somewhere along the way, the pendulum swung too far. We went from I bring domestic labor to I bring nothing and you should be grateful. We went from I'm dependent on you to I'm independent of you, but you still need to provide for me. It became a one-way street. And that's what Katt is pushing back against. He's not asking for a 1950s housewife. He's asking for a 2024 partner. He's asking In this modern era, where we're supposed to be equals, what are you contributing to this partnership? Now I got to address the popular counter-argument. I am the table. I've seen this a million times. A woman will post a video of herself, looking fabulous, and say, I don't need to bring anything to the table. I am the table. I bring myself. That's enough. Okay. Let's unpack that. If you are the table, that means you are the foundation. You are the structure. You are what everything rests on. That's a lot of pressure. If you are the table, then everything that happens at that table is your responsibility. If the food is bad, that's on you. If the conversation is dull, that's on you. If the energy is off, that's on you. Because you're the table. You're the host. You're the foundation. But that's not what people mean when they say, I am the table. What they really mean is, I am the guest of honor, and I expect to be served. They want the benefits of being the table, without the responsibilities. A real table is sturdy. A real table is reliable. A real table holds up the weight. A real table provides a surface for connection, for nourishment, for community. If you're a woman who can honestly say, I provide stability, I provide a safe space, I provide good energy, I provide partnership, I provide support, I am a foundation upon which a relationship can be built, then yes, you are the table. And that's powerful. But if you're just showing up with expectations and demands, you're not the table. You're just another plate. And plates are replaceable. 40 to 45 minutes, what men actually bring. Now, let's flip it, because men love to ask this question, but we get real quiet when it's our turn to answer. So let me speak to the men watching. If you're going to ask a woman what she brings to the table, you better have a full spread. You better be bringing prime rib, lobster, caviar, and a bottle of the finest wine, because if you're bringing crumbs, you have no right to ask.